Yeah. Sweet cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
But there's no
Mrs. Elsewood.
Sweet
cucumber.
But that is a pickle, right? That's a gherkin.
Well, that's what I asked you, mate.
A gherkin's
you drink
cucumbers?
your coffee. I think so. Well, pickles are cucumbers, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought
like
so.
that,
Like
brine.
small cucumbers.
Yeah, is a gherkin a courgette? Who knows? Too many similar looking things with and without brine, innit?
No.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, fine.
Good.
Nothing to report this week, really. It's just been
Nothing.
It's just been one of those.
It's just been happening. It's just been day
it's just
to
been
day
it's just been
and
going
week
past.
to
I've been trying to get some sort of health stuff back on track after Christmas, like when it all kind of goes downhill.
Right.
Eating right again and all that shit.
having your potpourri.
Yeah, that's the one.
Potpourri sprinkles.
Cleared out the
your
conservatory today so I
foil
can use the
baked
weights.
potato.
So that's good.
It's good.
But it's good and it's bad because it's like, oh, it's great because now I can do that. But it's not great because now I've got no excuses. It's giving yourself more responsibility.
Well, it gives any responsibility, I guess, isn't it? It's like it's the niceness of just having an excuse to have absolutely no responsibility. It's like when you've just like dusted your fingerprints clean and left the scene with no evidence of your follicles or anything anywhere, and then suddenly you have to live your real life again. Something like that, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What about you?
2021. Me? Well, before we get to me, let's do the hyped up intro. It's episode 224, and we're on YouTube. Anyway. Weird week.
Is that it? It's just gone down to that.
Streamlined.
Go to the
We're on
senders,
YouTube.
there's emails, and there's social media, but we don't use it. Anyway, back to you.
No. Anyway, all right week to be. Well, I found myself growing older. I feel like I hit a point where I feel like most adult men that I saw when I was growing up, where they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of conversations that I've had with people where I'm trying to. Where they'll present a debate. I mean, take something like face masks, for example, right? There's people who just love to have arguments about it. And when I engage in it, I really am trying to understand or explain or articulate something. But it turns out that just most people are just having an emotional reaction. They just want to have an argument. Yeah. And I'm just at the point where I'm like, all right, you just, more so than before, you do you. And I'm just going to do me, and I'm not going to tell you about it. I'll just leave me alone. It's that kind of growing up maturity where you're like, you see that instead of trying to make sense of the world or to try to make sense of the world to other people, you just go, that's you do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this and go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's about small things. It's nothing a big serious way. It was just a weird realization where I was feeling a bit more like just more separate from the world, I guess. But every man's meant to be an island, isn't it? Or go to Ireland? I can't remember.
Both, I think.
Every man's an island. Yeah, Galway.
Yeah. With those weird stepping stones that are like hexagons.
Yeah, Easter Island, massive heads.
Yeah.
You know, just
how did they get here?
That's manlyhood. Yeah, that's masculinity, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I wonder why that is. Well, obviously, it's obvious why it is, isn't it? It's because the world's on fire and people are stupid. So stop trying to put stupid people out of fire. Yeah. And, have a barbecue at home.
Yeah, I'm all for the... I've always been for the power of the individual. It's groups. Groups are fucking nuts, but the individual can actually accomplish quite a lot.
Yeah, this is true. But yeah, it's just more trying to be the strong, silent type, which is hard when you've got a laugh like mine, I guess.
Embracing stoicism.
And just glaring. Just glare. Just glare at people. I did have some fun this week, actually. Had a dentist appointment that I was 2 minutes late for because my car is a pile of shit. But I was 2 minutes late for it, and they said, sorry, COVID, so your next appointment we've got available is in 3 months' time.
Oh.
So I was like, well, that's shit.
Twats.
But they got a cancellation, so I got in the next day. They felt bad, so they let me in. But so I had some fillings fixed, and I've been vaguely playing with the idea of replacing my car for the past month or two, and with my entire face completely numb, I was like, well, this is the time to go for a test drive in a car, right? So I went to the dealership that was near the dentist, and no intention of buying a car. Yeah, because they're an essential service. Because if your car breaks down, they've got to fix it.
Yeah,
but so the showroom's there, and they're just like, well, we still want to sell car. If you need a car and you don't have one, it's essential that you need to buy it, I guess, right? But yeah, my voice was really fucked up because it was kind of like this. Like, I don't know why, but my voice went lower, and it kind of went...
Yeah, no, I get you.
So I'm in the market for a kind of an SUV electric vehicle. Just made me laugh for the day. Didn't really find a car that I liked, but it was fair enough. Oh yeah, and the dentist was asking. That's the other thing I've realised now. I want to laugh less, right? I want to just stop laughing as much because I feel like it gives away that it's a joke. So when I saw the dentist, they said, "So how are you doing?" It's like, "Oh no, yeah, pretty good." I've actually been trying this thing, like gargling vinegar. That's meant to help your teeth, isn't it? And then she's like, just a horrified look on her face. But like, no, yeah, it's helped me a lot. I mean, I've got like it hurts. It hurts a lot, but you got to do what you got to do, right? It's like you get vinegar. Yeah. It's like, no, yeah, like rice wine vinegar or something like that. Apparently, makes it a little bit better. It's like just watching people's horrified faces and then just like pretending like, oh, okay, I'll stop doing that. Then. What vinegar should I use?
Keep up the pretense for a bit longer, just so they.
I can't
really sell it.
I muted you. Yeah, completely sell it.
Yeah.
Completely get on board with it. But yeah, it just makes it a bit more fun. Again, that's fuck the world. I just want to fuck with people more, I guess. But yeah, it's so feeling more adult and gargling vinegar for dentistry. That's my week. I haven't put weights in my conservatory. It's cold as well. That's part of feeling older as well. It's cold.
Well, is it getting to you?
Yeah, there is something seriously wrong with my hands and like me.
Right.
But like when I went to the dentist, my car was frozen over and the steering wheel was cold and it gave me like, it does feel like I've got arthritis, but apparently I don't.
Right.
But I just feel like I have, as a mother, I just feel this arthritis shit. And yeah, chasing up doctors about it. And again, it's just more incompetence that it's like, so why are you calling the surgery? It's like, well, I had an appointment with the hospital. They referred me back to you in order for you to refer me back to them. Don't ask me why. That's what they said. Oh, yeah, but we don't do that. You talk to the hospital. Talk to them. I don't know this. Can I speak to a doctor, please? Well, we're very busy. And my hands have hurt for a year.
Yeah.
Any chance that should be looked into?
Yeah.
Just more and more incompetence. Yeah, just chasing up people and doing all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
nothing
people.
Exciting.
I was thinking about this. Like, people shit on the health service and stuff all the time, and like a lot of that is like with good reason. There's people in pain that aren't being dealt with, so obviously that becomes a problem, particularly for them. But when you actually look at it like any other business, like when was the last time you worked in a big company that didn't move slowly and have tons of red tape and make mistakes and have people passing shit off to other people? And it's like, it's just a business. It's the same as anything else. Like, and it runs like that, and it's going to have the same inefficiencies.
What was that? There was, I didn't read too much into it, but there was controversy about food parcels for, I think, vulnerable people in the UK.
Yeah.
And it was like bread, a couple of frubes. It was like a hamper, but it was costing the taxpayer 30 quid each or something like that. And people were saying, well, you can get that for £10. £30 feeds a family of 4 for a week or something.
I wasn't clear about it. I'm not sure, because I saw the pictures and that going around and more of like what Marcus Rashford was saying and stuff like that. But I saw that price and I was like, well, is that the value of what's in it, or is that plus the people going to get it, plus the organisation to get it all together, and all of that? Is that included in that price? Because I can, having worked in big businesses, like I can see where those costs kind of add up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, it's not just the cost of the food.
Yeah.
Like, you can get it cheaper from Lidl, but does Lidl deliver to everywhere that's needed to be delivered? Maybe they need to go with a different supplier. Maybe they need to do whatever. Then research and development, like what is bread? And then just like with figuring out how much yogurt, how many fruits.
But it's drawing
time
that
and money.
It's
and
drawing
stuff.
that line because it's like people don't really want to hear that. So your kind of your opposition to that, or your reasoning with that, is played off as you being uncaring, when it's actually like, no, I want hungry people to be fed too, so we need to work out the most efficient way to do that so that more people can be fed. So we need to be honest about the figures and where it's all coming from and everything like that, because if we can't, then more people are going to go hungry, right?
Well, social media could do it better. The people on social media, so that if they did it, they might as well just do it themselves, right? Yeah. Oh, I saw a video of a game warden in some park, right? And there was these two deers, male deers with big antlers, jammed together. He separated them with gunfire. I thought that was interesting. It was like, he tried throwing a duvet on them. That didn't work. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. So then, he just shot them.
It worked. It's great.
They're not tangled anymore. He shot like a warning shot near them to startle them enough to panic enough to break free of the other's antlers.
I've seen some stuff of like they get stuck together and sometimes they just stay stuck until they die. Like it is a weird thing. But then this guy, that's like you could have a YouTube channel, like 1,000 other things you could do with your gun.
It's just the height of optimism. I guess, you don't want to get too close and try and manually do it because you'll probably get stuck. Yeah. And then, that's a sitcom, right? Me and the two deers or something.
What if they were stuck and terrified? Results, right?
What happened? He just slowly starts reaching for his gun. He's like, I don't know why I think this will work, but I think it will work. Bang! It worked! He's really happy for the rest of his week. I freed those two deer with that gun I did.
Yeah.
But got some news bits this week as well. Can go through some of those. A Turkish court has sentenced a Muslim televangelist who surrounded himself with scantily clad women he called kittens to 1,000 years in jail for sex crimes. 1,000 years is so long. The world was different 10 years ago.
Yeah.
2012, they thought the world was going to end.
Yeah.
10 years later, they're like, the world has ended, but we're kind of still here.
Yeah.
1,000 years from now, this guy's going to get out of prison?
I mean, he's not.
Well, technically, they'll probably have to take his body out of the prison cemetery, right? Probably. It's probably what they do.
Oh, he's died 30 years into his 1,000-year sentence, the selfish bastard.
Well, we got to pass that on to some of these scantily clad women.
No remorse.
Yeah. But he's an interesting character. Adnar Oktar preached creationism and conservative values, while women in revealing outfits, many of whom had plastic surgery... That's an important talking point. Danced around him to upbeat music in the TV studio. What's a conservative value? What's a conservative value that you would preach while dancing to upbeat music? Abortion is wrong. Maybe.
I don't know. The sanctity of marriage.
Go, kittens, go. The bearded 64-year-old was detained in 2018 along with 200 other suspects as part of a crackdown on his group by the Financial Crimes Unit. Okay, he was sentenced to 1,075 years. Oh, so not just 1,000 years for crimes including sexual assault, sexual abuse of minors, fraud, and attempted political and military espionage. I feel like I feel like you could have dropped the fraud claim.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, sexual assault, abuse of minors, and credit card fraud.
Yeah.
And he attempted political and military espionage. He was a spy. All right.
And he didn't pay his phone bill.
Yeah, he's claimed he was younger than he was on a dating profile. The fraud. He's quoted to have said, "There is an overflowing of love in my heart for women. Love is a human quality. It is a quality of a Muslim." He added on a separate occasion, "I am extraordinarily potent." I think... Because I think he claims to have... thousands of girlfriends or 1,000 girlfriends or something like that.
And that's because he's
televangelist. Yeah, a televangelist. It was televangelist, wasn't it? Yeah, televangelist. That's not like a television personality. That's an No, is it? An evangelist on telly?
A televangelist is one of those preachers that's like, "Give me $20." Like those guys.
Yeah, but that's like that is an evangelist, isn't it? Is somebody trying to convert...
Right, but a televangelist is someone that does it on TV.
On TV, yeah, that makes sense. Asked about the 69,000 contraception pills found in his home by police, Oktar said they were used to treat skin disorders and menstrual irregularities.
60,000 what?
69,000 contraception pills.
They were used to treat skin disease?
Skin disease and skin disorders and menstrual irregularities. So if you've got a rash, pop this pill.
69,000.
69,000.
One a day.
He's got 1,000 girlfriends, right? So I
mean, so there's only 2 months supply.
Yeah, well, he's
1,000
topped up something.
Scabby girlfriends.
Scabby. What's a menstrual irregularity? I thought the pill stopped you from menstruating, right?
But
not you.
Yeah, but maybe that's it. It's like it's irregular that you're menstruating because I don't want you to.
Yeah, just irregular comes out your throat, your ears. I don't know.
It's Turkish coming out your eyes.
Stop menstruating from your face, please. Turkish authorities demolished Oktar's villa. Seems a bit extreme, but then political and military espionage, which he also used for his TV studio on the Asian side of Istanbul, and confiscated all of his property. In other related stuff about Oktar, he also rejects the Darwinian theory of evolution. Oh. All right, he's got 69,000 contraception pills. Nothing's going to evolve, really.
He's an evangelist, though, isn't he? Like, that's a religious thing. It'd be like, evolution is bullshit.
Bollocks, mate. Yeah. Bollocks. Take a contraception pill for your skin rash and your scab.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine. Another news, a man who threw away a laptop hard drive containing Bitcoin he believes is now worth about £210 million wants his council to let him search for it in landfill. Like, apparently I looked into it a little bit further, and I think he's been hounding them for like 8 years to find his lost Bitcoin. I still don't know whether Bitcoin's legit or not. Like, it keeps on going through controversies, I think, but I'm very uninformed of the whole thing.
It's strange, but there was one that I read, and it might be the same one, maybe it's the same story told in a different way. I only read the headline, but it was like a hacker, quote unquote, has only got 2 more tries to get his password right in order to claim $215 million worth of Bitcoin. Like, that's a lot of sweat. Like that.
Look, his computer explodes. The hard drive.
No, like I guess you can only try your password so many times before they lock you out. It's like, nope, sorry.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
No, my Bitcoin now.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems odd. I've been trying to I've been living off cash for a while. Like, I tend to. This is how I managed my money, was like just keep everything in the bank and do everything I can with cash. But like more recently, I've been trying to reverse that and be like, oh, if I put it on the card, maybe I can focus more on that. And like, I guess there's not much of a difference between Bitcoin credit card and a credit card, right?
Mm.
Like, in terms of using it as a person in modern day, you'd probably be exactly the same. It's just strange to think that this isn't, you couldn't withdraw this and hold it in your hand. I think that's the only disconnect between a digital currency.
Yeah.
It's meant to be more secure and more protected and
Well,
stuff like
I mean,
that.
as soon as you put your money in the bank, it doesn't really exist. So it's
no,
the
but
same
there's a
thing.
feeling that you could go get it,
Yeah.
even though you can't.
Yeah.
Like I've been rejected many times.
Yeah.
Like I've gone to a bank and been like, I need to withdraw this, and they've said no.
Yeah.
It's like, but if the balance is in the account, right? They're like, yes. Why can't I have it? Just no.
Yeah.
And it was like a withdrawal limit or something like that, or whatever it was.
We'll only give you so much of your money. We'll use as much as we want, but you can only have so much. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the weird thing about it, isn't it? Is that you want to be able to put it in a bag and walk away.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with
Well, that's what you're meant to. That's what we were sold as far as banks is concerned. It's like it's just a very secure box.
Yeah.
That you shove your money in.
It's just I mean, if the power goes out, you can't use it. Like if the power's down in a place, you can't use it. But then it's probably the same with cash.
Yeah.
You go to Tesco and there's no power, they can't open the tills.
Yeah. Yeah.
So eventually. I've
hit some things recently where I've been like, I think I should probably start like being more in control as financially, and that's not like a thing of like I should start earning more, because that's a stupid thing to think. But like it's more like I don't have any plan in place at all. It's just kind of like, oh well, I'll get paid this much at this point, and then we'll see what happens. And like it feels like that's not a responsible way to live anymore. I think maybe it was when I was 21, but that was 12 years ago, and like I now have like a wife and a mortgage and all of that. And like I'm not in like horrific amounts of debt or anything like that, but I should have safeguards in place that make sure it stays that way, right?
Yeah, just like savings of some kind.
Yeah.
A percentage of earnings.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Just buy 360-degree cameras on a whim.
I didn't buy it.
Oh, you found it.
Found it. In a landfill.
Give me that. Found it in a landfill while this guy was looking for his Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Mr. Howells said he wants to meet with the council to discuss what he said would be a win-win-win situation for him, the council, and the city. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Because like people complain that the council can't fix potholes and, you know, big corporations slow moving stuff.
Yeah.
Like, dig round this landfill for my computer that I threw away 8 years ago, please.
Yeah.
Like, it seems optimistic.
Well, like, on what planet is that still going to work? I know you've got to hold out hope and whatever, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, well, your life's good. You're going to be haunted by it.
Yeah.
Like, for your whole life, is you shouldn't have thrown that out.
Yeah.
Because you would have, if it's true, then you threw out millions of pounds. But there's nothing much you can really do with other people it's 8 years ago. I reckon you have to let it go.
Yeah. But it's again, like if you lose a lottery
everyone
ticket.
Believe that. Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
It's like, I get that if everybody thought like that, if everybody just let go of the past, we wouldn't have National Treasure 2, would we? So Nicolas Cage wouldn't be starring these incredible action thrillers about the Constitution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Constitution. People love it.
I don't think I ever saw National Treasure.
It was alright. It was just Nick Cage, really. It appeals to you?
No, it didn't appeal to me.
Oh, he's got a van.
I like Nick Cage when he's being ridiculous. I don't like him when he's just in like normal kind of action films.
Well, it's that weird kind of what was that Tom Hanks one? The one before Angels and the Da Vinci Code.
I didn't like those either.
No, neither did I. It's like, there's this huge conspiracy going on with underground tunnels. You're like, just go fuck yourself. It's a painting. Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, but the history of the
I don't care. Go back to running. I liked it when you were running.
Go home now.
Yeah, or go to space. You were pretty good in space.
Yeah, he's all right in space.
Yeah.
Be a cowboy.
Yeah. And when you had that dog,
it's
great.
It's Something we should definitely do.
Treating actors.
Do you remember when he
though-
got like he was small, then he was big? Good old time. just start having the actors becoming their
becoming
films and
the
their
parts.
autobiography.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when Samuel L. Jackson was upset being on that plane with all those reptiles or whatever?
Yeah, and that time he got eaten by a shark.
Yeah. that was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's amazing though.
Yeah.
Shortly after he did.
But he
something
longs for the time when he was just eating burgers and shooting people.
Yeah, like he kept on quoting Bible verses and just eating in diners and shit. Again, if you don't laugh and you talk to somebody about it, there's part of them that will think, does he think this is
Yeah, he thinks films are real.
Yeah, like he hasn't seen it, just people have told him about Samuel L. Jackson's been in this film and you think it's something that's real.
Yeah.
I think that's an untapped market. We need to do that. Need to stop laughing. But yeah, this Bitcoin guy, a spokeswoman for the council said Newport City Council has been contacted a number of times since 2013 about retrieving this IT hardware. The first time was a couple of months after we realised it was missing. Excavation is not possible under our licensing permit, and excavation would have a huge environmental impact on the area. And digging up the landfill, storing and treating the waste would cost us millions of pounds. And we don't even know if we'd find it or not.
Yeah.
And if we did, it might be broken. So, no.
Yeah, no.
Fuck off. Council's just, no, mate.
Like, if you've got a laptop in your house and you just put it in a drawer for 8 years, you'll if you take it out like 8 years later, you'd be like, I'm not sure if this is going to start up again.
Well, apparently he threw it away because he spilt a drink on it.
So it was already fucked.
Well, I don't know I can't remember whether it was broken, but he spilled some drink on it, put it in a drawer, forgot about it, and then cleaned it out and threw it away.
Right.
And it's just like, all right.
But like 8 years ago.
Yeah. Just, unfortunately, it's going to haunt you forever, but that's your roll of the dice.
Yeah.
My hands hurt and you're haunted forever. Fucking, this life is what happens.
I've been going to the dump a bit recently. I went today, like, because we're just emptying some shit out of the house. And like, I just throwing all of this, like a car full of stuff into the general waste skip. I was just like, this is... I'm just going to leave here, like, of a clear conscience and be like, this is fine. But, like, I'm just taking a car full of stuff and putting it somewhere else on the planet. Yeah. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, it's just, it still exists.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, like... You hate the planet, so you don't recycle or anything. But I like to recycle and stuff.
No, like I recycle everything we can, but like, yeah.
But I know people who don't, who just put everything just for ease, and I understand it for ease. Just chuck it all in general waste. But like, yeah, it's I've started again growing old and be like, well, I'll put all my plastic bottles into this box, then I'll put that box in the tip. The tip's a weird place as well. It's like everybody like just accepting that their dreams won't come true.
What?
Like I took an old office chair there and I was like, well, I thought I wouldn't break this chair, but I did.
Yeah.
I really need to get my life together. Chuck this in the scrap. Deal with it. People like chucking old beds. Oh, this is my wife's bed.
Yeah.
You know, it's that getting rid of the past. You can't escape the past. As you said, you can just put it in some kind of... You can put it in Northern Ireland or wherever it goes.
Yeah.
And just, this is where the past is. And it's worth £210 million.
Yeah.
Anyway, in other news, a man who makes a living by renting himself out to do nothing has garnered an enormous following online and thousands of clients. So I quite like this. This speaks to me a little bit. For 10,000 yen, which is about £70, plus expenses for travel and meals, anyone can rent Shoji Morimoto, 37, from Tokyo in Japan, but he will not do anything except eat, drink, and give a simple response. So it's just having someone... Yeah, well, he's not like trying to inspire anybody. He's just like, hey... I can eat, drink, and I can give like a generic response to whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
hang around to make the place
service.
seem busier than it is.
Yeah. Or it's just, well, it goes into it, doesn't it? Morimoto first offers his services in 2018 after posting a tweet that read, "I offer myself for rent as a person who does nothing. Is it difficult for you to enter a shop on your own? Are you missing a player on your team? Do you need someone to keep a place for you? I can't do anything except easy things." So like, yeah, like, what was the first one? Is it difficult to enter a shop on your own? So just like, oh, I'll come to a shops with you. I won't talk to you, but I'll come with you and look at stuff.
Yeah.
Give generic responses. Or like, do you need someone in your five-a-side football team who isn't very good? I'll join. I don't care.
You could hire someone like that to just queue for you. If you had something to do.
Yeah, like the new Black Friday sale or whatever. Just stand in this queue,
proper decent day at a theme park.
Queue up for Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
People rent him for various reasons, he says, but most are bored or lonely and simply want to be listened to. He's been hired to have lunch, pose for photographs on Instagram, accompany someone filing for divorce. Just why not have someone else with you?
Yeah.
Just like an unexplained Japanese man. So have you left your husband for him? Oh no, this is Shoji.
Well, it's that.
Who is he?
He's that thing a while ago. We covered that guy that hired a clown to come with him while he was getting fired.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just add the extra novelty.
Yeah.
But there's none of the pressure of having to do stuff. Other people hired him to catch butterflies in the park and to listen to healthcare workers struggling with their work. So it's kind of like beneficial because I think there is a benefit that people have of just somebody listening to you and not trying to argue with you or talk to you. Sometimes there is a social part of your brain that just wants company and just venting. I guess it's a good thing. One man even hired him to describe a murder he committed, while another paid Morimoto to take him from hospital to revisit the spot where he'd attempted suicide. Yeah. That would have been awkward, right? How do you give a simple generic response to telling in great detail being told how you murdered someone? I murdered.
It's
Gary.
it's like when Tom Hanks was working for FedEx and then he lived on that island for a bit. Like he had that.
He was talking to his watch.
Yeah, he had something to talk to. Like it didn't talk back. And that thing was inanimate.
That thing also starred in Top Gun. It was like it was part of a great volleyball championship for the Air Force. And Tom Cruise of some kind.
Oh, was that the same? So I didn't realise that was the same ball.
Same person. Yeah. Ball. All balls are the same. just a bunch of balls being handed out around people. Times are tough. This is the basketball that Samuel L. Jackson used when he was coaching his son's basketball team.
Yeah.
Was that Coach Carter?
Yeah. Also, war controversy for wearing blackface in Castaway.
But people tell him about their murders, etc. He said, "I personally don't like being cheered on by other people. I get that. It bothers me when people simply tell me to keep persevering. Just keep going. Keep going. When someone is trying to do something, I think the best thing to do is to make it easier for them by staying at their side." So I think that makes sense. That definitely ring true for me. Like there's empty... I always feel it's kind of an empty conversation when people are saying, "Oh, just keep going. Keep on doing it. You can do it."
Yeah.
It's like,
keep on keeping on. Oh.
Run, Tom, run.
Yeah.
Little
Susie just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah. Oh, have you watched any of The Mandalorian yet? I can't remember.
Nah, no.
Watching season 2 again, and 2 now. I kind of fell behind with it.
I've heard that it's very good. Yoda. I just have this thing where I'm not bothered about Star Wars stuff, and I'm sure it's a good show in its own right. Anyway, it's hard to get me to watch it.
Yeah, well, it's got Bill Burr in it.
Yeah,
that's the main reason I kind of keyed in. It's a good laugh, and it does stand alone, I think. But yeah, the second season anyway seems very. This is baby. There's so much Baby Yoda because it's Disney, and they're like, look, we want to sell these baby plush toys or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just gets a little bit more. I just don't get it. Don't cheer me on. Don't persevere. Shut up, fucking baby thing. Anyway, and lastly, from me. A pigeon that travelled across the Pacific Ocean is to be euthanized after landing in Australia because it broke quarantine rules. I like the term euthanized for a bird as well. Don't know why. It seems like a whole chamber with an audience. Surgeon. Doctor's approvals.
So it's gone from Ireland.
Went from America it went from Oregon to Melbourne.
Well, that's still a fucking trek.
Yeah, it's big for a pigeon, I'm assuming. Because to swim over any
pigeons
ocean.
were transatlantic. Like, I didn't know they did. I didn't know they did like long haul flights.
Yeah, well, I guess if the wind blows the right way, you just end up off course and land in Australia, I guess.
Yeah.
Must be so weird seeing just empty ocean from the sky.
For
I'm gonna die soon. Yeah,
like days.
They probably landed on a boat. Could land on a boat, right? I guess.
Maybe.
There's stuff going to and from. The bird reportedly went missing during a race in the US state of Oregon in late October, before turning up in Melbourne 2 months later.
Yeah. Oh, we found your bird. Oh, thank God. Where is he? Australia. Oh,
we're killing it.
Oh,
it's invaded us. It's a biological weapon.
Breaks quarantine rules. It's a bird. I thought they'd said it doesn't matter. Like, it can't spread like that.
Birds don't matter. Well, I guess, what if the bird was stepped on something in Oregon and then stepped on it in Australia?
Yeah. What if it's a man dressed as a bird?
It's already there. Like, it's already contaminated you, right?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily still got it. I don't know.
Well, anything that it touches, we're also going to euthanize that rock and that tree over there.
Kill the sea. Burn it down. Officials say the pigeon, whose name is Joe, poses a direct biosecurity risk.
We're going to kill Joe.
Joe's going to die. Kill Joe. Kill Joe. To Australia's bird population and poultry industry. Okay, so maybe it's going to give bird COVID to other birds.
Well, they are quite big on any kind of contamination of stuff over there, as far as like bringing wildlife into the country and shit, just fucking up the ecosystem. Like, what with their emu problem.
Yeah.
And all of that.
And in history as well, they did get rid of their native problem, for a while.
Yeah.
Trying to help that, I guess. The bird will be caught and euthanized. Oh my God, it's on the run. It's Joe. Go.
Catch the pigeon. Catch the pigeon.
Catch and euthanize the pigeon. So you can't kill it. You have to catch it. You can't shoot it from the sky.
Yeah.
Because that's not euthanization.
No.
If everyone who was euthanized was shot from the sky, more people would get euthanized.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a better way to go. Pull. Just terminally ill people flying through the sky.
Euthanize that plane.
Yeah, fuck the birds, I guess. I guess they are kind of naturally migrating around different places anyway. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia had birds from the UK and vice versa.
Yeah, it's just it. It's like, how do you control that?
The time.
Like, that's
natural gap years. Just put big nets around countries.
Yeah, a dome.
Yeah, that was what was the guy Hank from Breaking Bad was in The Dome or whatever it was called, right?
I watched a few of those.
Something about.
I can't really remember anything
It felt
about
like a
it.
sci-fi series. It
Yeah.
probably was a sci-fi series.
I think it got cancelled.
Yeah. They couldn't burst that dome.
There were a lot of those that came out. There was the Dome, and there was before that there was like the 4400, and a bunch of those.
Then there was that time that Jim Carrey was filmed from within his mother's womb, like up until the age of like 38. He was in a dome.
That was weird. That was you'd
weird.
think he'd talk about that more.
Well, he's not. He's probably, he had to sign a contract, non-disclosure.
Yeah.
For science or something.
He was going to do
stop doing
like a book, wasn't it? Like My Life in the Dome. Well,
that's why I became a detective.
He caught a pigeon.
Fish. He did catch a pigeon. He punched a pigeon in the face.
Yeah.
He punched a pigeon that was actually a man pigeon.
It
He's
all
lived
makes
a crazy
sense.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to find other less obscure actors to do as well. So
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that and make that a whole thing. But yeah, anyway, that's me this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Euthanized pigeons.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a few. A police officer in Singapore is on trial for assaulting his ex-girlfriend this week after she broke up with him because their horoscope said they were incompatible for marriage.
Well, I think he's proved her wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very compatible.
No, we're not.
If she just wasn't dead, they'd be very, very happy and living happily ever after, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was, like, I read through the article, like, he was a piece of shit anyway, but like he'd like just classic abuser.
But that's not why she left him.
But like
She tried to leave him because of the horoscope, not because of the piece of shit.
yeah, like it was like she'd said that she married him expecting things to change because that's the classic kind of thing, and obviously nothing changed. But then yeah, they went to see this person about the horoscope, and I guess the person saw that she got a black eye, or she was just fucking had the shit beaten out of her, and be like, yeah, so your star signs say you should leave. You should leave now.
Says you should stay at your mother's for a while.
Yeah.
And just slowly drift apart.
Yeah. That's Sagittarius, not me. Like that was.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
the moon and the
Yeah,
Mars.
it was Uranus that said that. Like.
Yeah. Pluto.
Yeah.
If that's still a horoscope.
Yeah. Did we have someone else to cover someone else that broke up because of their horoscope or something? We did a big horoscope thing for a while, not long ago.
Yeah, there was a horoscope thing where I think it was. Oh yeah, it was. You shouldn't date based on your horoscopes.
Yeah.
So
this
yeah,
proves
there was
it.
like Sagittarius should never go with a Virgo. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's good
People
evidence
believe it.
here.
Yeah, well, it's those things where it's like, it's what I do when I flip a coin. I don't necessarily go with the result of the coin. I go with my emotional reaction to the coin.
Because it tells you how you feel. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like, it's one of those things that kind of just nudges you towards what you want to believe.
Yeah.
As most statistics do for most people, I guess.
Yeah.
See? Moon is made of cheese. See? Okay. Well, all right. Relax.
All right.
Isn't Elon Musk building a spaceship? Starship?
Probably.
Yeah.
Anything weird
Starship.
and add Elon Musk to the equation, and the answer is probably. Like
No one was building a starship,
no,
and now he's built a starship.
there were always rockets and stuff, weren't they? But it's not going to get you to Mars.
No.
You need something more substantial.
Yeah. If you have like a sand ship,
Yeah.
isn't like sand's glass, isn't it?
Well, a rocket
Glass
isn't
shatters.
like I get it's probably very technically savvy and whatever, but it is just a very big firework.
Yeah.
Like it's just you put the fuel in there and you put enough in so it gets up there. And we haven't really taken it further than that. Like it's very complicated.
Everyone's got bored. Yeah.
It's very complicated things on board, but it's just light the fire and let's hope it doesn't explode and disappoint a lot of school children.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't have to do my homework anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was fascinated with space in the 70s, I guess. No, it started to die in the 70s, 80s, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
They just got
there's
bored.
people at the minute who are training to go to Mars. I don't know exactly how you do that. I guess
just
it's
practicing.
Yeah,
How are we going to walk on Mars? A bit lower?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But like Mars seems like I understand you'll have a lot to do because there's nothing there, so you've got to build everything. Like you'd have to build a cinema and like all of that.
Greg's.
Yeah. Because otherwise, how are you going to find out what Tom Hanks is up to? But
Exactly. Well, he's a very private person, apart from when he is not. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I understand I'll have shit to do, but you're going to be there for a couple of days, and then it's like, well, this is just Mars. Like, if you've seen one desert, you've seen all of them. Like, there's no variety up there.
But it's got
I think you just get
storms.
bored, and you can't come back.
Well, No, yeah, it's meant to be for life, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just die before you come home.
Yeah.
Like that televangelist serving 1,000 years in prison. He's probably having a better time than you are on Mars.
But that's kind of terrifying because it's like it could go wrong and we'd never know because it's like they're not coming back anyway.
They can send a pigeon.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, they can fly pretty far. Just send us a message. Chillax. What if they got onto Mars and then they get hit by a Tesla that was just floating through space?
Well, he did send his Tesla to Mars, didn't he? Didn't he send a Tesla into space?
It went to space. I don't know if it went to Mars, but it went somewhere. So there is a claim out there waiting for somebody to get hit by a car in space. And I don't think you can say that's an act of God, because God's meant to be here, right? I don't think he's in space.
No.
It's clouds, that's what I heard.
Hey, speaking of things being sent to space, Chai Walla, an Indian restaurant in Bath, made the news this week after trying to launch a samosa into space.
This guy's just finally lost it. It's like, I'm right, though. Oh, nobody wants orders from us anymore now that we're all on lockdown, so fuck it. I'm sending Deliveroos to space.
According to GPS report, the samosas crash landed in France. So
pretty far from Bath.
You just tied him. He put him in a box, tied him to some weather balloons, and just like sent him up. I don't know. I get maybe a promotional thing. I don't know, but he seemed really pretty passionate about it.
Well, he made a special samosa.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, I'd have to go one way, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think India does have a space program.
Yeah.
So like,
I think so.
It's probably already been done.
Got a samosa program.
Yeah. Do something new. Send a Vindaloo.
Yeah. Go down instead of up.
Yeah.
Send it to the Earth's core. That would be more interesting.
Yeah.
Was that Deep Impact? No, that was getting hit by a meteor, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was Deep. Which one was the one with Bruce Willis? That was Deep Impact, wasn't it?
Armageddon.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. I haven't seen Deep Impact. I don't think I've really seen Armageddon. I must have done a long time ago.
Aerosmith.
Yeah, it's the don't want to miss a thing
like
shit.
Yeah, and like Steve Tyler's daughter's in it. It's just like stop with all the Aerosmith. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
We need a space. We need to get these oil miners. Let's do it. This is very much like working class saving the world, the land of opportunity kind of storyline, I guess.
Yeah. In other news, a man has been arrested for assaulting a Walmart employee this week when, after telling him how much he owed for a carton of milk, he walked behind the counter and stabbed her in the head.
In the head? The head's an aggressive move.
Right, yeah.
Stabbing someone in the head.
Yeah.
Stab him in the arm. Stab him in the abdomen. That's still aggressive, but not as aggressive as stabbing you in the face or the back of the head.
Yeah.
That's like, knives shouldn't work like that. Don't try.
No, it's like it said he stabbed her in the head and then he just went and sat down. So I think he was a bit nuts. I would imagine he was a bit nuts.
Maybe, or just like that was the perfect way to articulate his frustration. So he had to sit down and bask in it and be like, "Oh, I feel emotionally liberated."
Yeah, I don't even want this milk.
Yeah, I just wanted to stab someone in the fucking head. Finally, an excuse.
Yeah. Asfir, that was his name, was arrested and is being charged with assault. Yep. And breach of the peace. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a peaceful act. Yeah. It was probably disturbed some peace.
Yeah.
Around the people who saw their colleague and friend get stabbed in the head.
It's probably the least peaceful thing you could do.
Yeah, if you stab someone in the chest, you could think, oh, are they handing them something? Like, that's the gesture you do to give somebody something, right? The same as stabbing someone in the chest.
Yeah.
But stabbing, you don't give something to someone's head.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Yeah, it's a pretty, very specific movement, I think.
Yeah. But it's like, it seems... I don't know. I guess maybe spur of the moment to stab someone in the head, but it's at the side of the head, so I imagine it's like come round like that.
Oof.
So maybe, but like,
spur of the moment, but he had a knife.
I've never stabbed anyone, but instinctively, like, I'm going torso, right?
Yeah, largest body mass.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Usually, you're not looking to kill somebody. You're just looking to send a message. Send that message to their intestine, right?
Yeah. There was someone. There was someone one town over that got stabbed earlier this week. She was working at a shop at 6 a.m, and she went. There was a guy just hanging around the freezers, and she went up and tried to find out what was up with him, and he just turned around and stabbed her. Didn't know her.
Just don't talk to me before I've had my coffee.
Yeah, it's
it's first thing in the morning. I'm still waking up. Leave me alone. Every man's an island that stabs you in the head.
In other news, rapper Azalea Banks horrified her fans this week after starting a live stream in which she dug up and cooked her dead cat.
Yay!
Yeah. Bringing in the fans.
Yeah, why not?
This will get me some follows.
No, look, it's a publicity stunt, but so is sending a samosa to space.
Right.
Like,
but
if
that
you've got a
feels
choice,
like something positive. Like,
it feels it feels more positive than eating your pets.
It's whimsical. There's nothing whimsical about boiling a cat.
It's very Mary Poppins, like samosas to the sky.
Yeah.
But instead it's, Mr. Kittens getting devoured post-mortem.
Yeah, it didn't say she
Banks,
ate him, but she did dig him. She dug him up and boiled him, like on live stream.
That's worse for me.
Worse than eating.
That's worse for me. Boiling the dead. Don't boil the dead. Just don't boil the dead. Leave them alone.
She said
especially your pets.
She said in a message in a status or something that she was trying to free him or bring him back to life or something like that. And it's like, you're just a fucking nut job.
Because, everyone knows that to live life properly, you need to boil yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how all the happiest people and most active, lively people live.
6 months after you've died.
Yeah. Now that's a mental breakdown, right?
Well, Jesus came back.
Boiling things is always evil.
Yeah.
It came back.
Jesus did, yeah, didn't he? He was
he was boiled, famously.
Yeah. And then he was in Braveheart.
Yeah, he was everywhere. He was. Yeah, he was always with that partner who always wanted to retire.
Oh, he was too old for that shit.
He's always getting too old for that shit, yeah.
Mm.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then he couldn't find his son or something.
Weirdly, he had that weird Jew problem, which is weird because Jesus, you thought you'd be a bit more accepting.
Yeah, it's hell being Mel. Do you remember when he was yellow and animated? Yeah.
A lot of people got yellow at some point.
Yeah, loads of people.
Just a phase that celebrities go through, I think.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen Leonardo DiCaprio since he started spinning that dreidel.
I thought he got killed by a bear.
No, he lived through that. He was okay through that. He got an Oscar for that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
You'd hope so. If you survive a bear attack, I want an Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. But then
the only thing that got me through this bear attack was my acting.
Yeah, King of the World. And then, I don't know, he's in an insane asylum.
Yeah, he sank.
Yeah, he sank. He couldn't hold on to that door.
No.
And then he started spinning that dreidel.
Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg's just sounds ridiculous. I watched a film, it was on Netflix, Four Brothers. And it really was just like bad. Like, it was just like a weird... Well, the thing is, I was thinking as I was doing this, as I was watching it, there must be a genre of film that that is bad, but it's aimed at bad audiences. Because, like, the director's, like, talking... Like, Mark Wahlberg's a good actor. Like, I think he's done some good roles, he's done his good stuff. But he must have been directed to do things in a very specific way for some films, where it's like, you just want people to go like, oh, whoa, and that's it.
Yeah.
So there must be a whole market where people go into making a film knowing that it's just like, I imagine filmmakers are usually like contract cooks, cantinas or canteens, where like they go to an event and they're putting on food for the event. They don't go into every event going, we're going to cook some great food here.
Yeah.
They just go to the event being like, we're just going to give them the shit food they want. Then we're going to go home and maybe I'll make some good food later on. So just churning out the machine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a weird film. And it was just, we're all from Boston, or whatever it was. Oh no, they were Chicago in Four Brothers.
I think
anyway.
I might have seen that film. I know which was
Four
the
brothers,
one that,
but the joke is they're adopted.
when was Liza Schlesinger his sister?
Mark Wahlberg's sister.
I don't know. I think it was Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, Elijah Schlesinger was in a film with Tom Segura and Mark Wahlberg, and that was actually quite a funny film.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was called.
I might have to have a look.
But that was quite a funny film. And it was like, about a couple who adopts like three kids at once. She was quite good in that. It was quite a good film. To be fair.
It's not
quite funny.
Wasn't the one I was thinking of. I'll find out.
I haven't seen many Elijah Schlesinger films.
No, I haven't caught her last couple of stand-ups, to be fair.
Still good, just very screamy.
Yeah, I thought like it was
just some of the audience. The one in the cruiser was just like scream.
Was it?
But she's still really good. So.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. A last thing on Joe kind of put me off a bit. But yeah, no, it's all right. I'll try it. Yeah. And finally, a bipolar man was rushed to hospital with organ failure this week after injecting himself with magic mushrooms. His doctors found that he had mushrooms growing in his blood. He made
that is a special kind of magic.
Yeah. He made like a mushroom tea because he tried mushrooms and it hadn't done anything. So he's like, oh well, obviously. I need something. I need to do it stronger. Veins. Yeah, so he made a mushroom tea and then injected himself with it, and just turned into a mushroom.
Just became what he most desired, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hannibal, the series?
No.
Mads Mikkelsen is really good. It's very good, very dark, but really good. And there's a guy in there who likes to grow people into mushrooms.
Oh.
So it must be doable if it happened in Hannibal.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a weird, different kind of magic.
Yeah, I mean, film and TV is real life. We've already...
we've established this.
Yeah.
It's been the way since I'm trying to find somebody since Martin Freeman lost that ring.
Yeah.
He's really stretched that out over a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah. But that didn't pay off as well as
I was trying to think of something outrageous, but I can't. Yeah.
Since Alan Rickman lost his testicles.
Yeah, fair enough.
His whole groin just went.
Yeah.
And then that pop singer was God. It was odd, wasn't it? Can't remember. Isn't it ironic? I think she was God.
Oh, yeah. Because because she's trying
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were just fucking around.
Yeah. Because they've just come back from God, like from heaven. Yeah.
It's harder to do on the spot.
Yeah. He was a cowboy. Tom Hanks was a cowboy as well.
He was a cowboy.
Yeah.
He was a cowboy.
Tim Allen went to space as a toy.
Yeah, do you remember when Ellen DeGeneres was looking for Nemo? That awkward fish phase she went through. I felt for her, I really did. Was it Ellen DeGeneres? I think it was.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah. She got well, I can't remember the medical term for it, but she just got very forgetful.
Yeah, forgetful and
just
fish.
for a bit. It's just maybe it's just while she's in water.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, life's tough, isn't it? 2020, COVID.
2021.
Become a fish.
The saga continues.
Things just kind of stay the same.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's stronger lockdown. I haven't noticed anything yet.
I don't know. I know there's. I heard that there's some twats trying to put into motion a yearly lockdown, like during flu season, which is like, no, absolutely not. And then there's others that are like, I think they're trying to challenge Boris to leadership, saying that unless he puts something in place which is a roadmap out of this rather than constant kind of we don't know, we're not sure and everything like that, then we're going to challenge your leadership. Something like that.
Then we're going to get somebody else in to do the same thing.
Well, I assume it'd be one of these people that wants something certain as to like we'll be opening up like on this date, all clear, like that kind of thing.
Everyone will get a free samosa from the sky.
Yeah, from the sky. Yeah.
From the sky.
Delivered by balloon.
Add gravity.
Yeah.
Just whichever works.
Yeah. Yours is in France. Oh.
Go get it, but don't leave your house.
Yeah. You can swim 20 miles.
Fine. Yeah, if a pigeon can fly 200 miles, wherever it is, from
200 miles.
Oregon to Melbourne.
It's like 2,000 maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's cheating if you're flying, though. Flying's probably easier when you're a bird.
It's definitely easier to fly when you're a bird than as a person. Yeah.
Well, I reckon birds fly easier than insects. That's my claim. I'm sticking to it.
Well, yeah, I don't think you'd have to contend with wind as much as a bird, maybe. Just because you're stronger.
You've got more inertia as a bird, I think. Like, you can just glide most of the way.
Yeah.
Stupid lazy birds.
But can't you fly above the wind, maybe? Because wind's...
Above the wind?
Well, as in like,
space.
It happens when it kind of happen at a certain point, and then you'll get up to a point where the currents aren't.
Well, I think that's where the oxygen aren't as well.
Yeah, so but you're a bird. Figure it out.
You don't need... Yeah, fucking... Learn about it, you bird.
Yeah. But, that's me this week. Mushroom Boy.
Yeah, fun times. Fun times. Still much of the same. Still need a break from the routine, I think.
Yeah.
A break, something new. I really want a performance space I was thinking about today. Would be nice. I was thinking maybe that's doable in this climate. Like to have a performance space that you just go to and perform in to a camera or something. That'd be quite cool. I'd like a white void. I've seen a lot of those around.
Yeah, white voids are pretty decent.
Yeah, just chill in a white void. Just have like cuts to that. No, just thoughts I had in the void today.
Yeah, it's like thoughts from the void. It's like you just need a unit, don't you? But it's whether you can find a unit that's also quiet so you can record and all of that. That's the thing, because most of them are like industrial.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's some around. I mean, I've seen like recording areas that are just remakes of bedrooms in Stoke. Well, don't know why.
Couldn't you do like a refit of your garage?
Yeah, but then noise and just management. I'm struggling to manage all the techie stuff that I'm doing already.
Yeah.
Let alone introducing an entire studio.
Oh, you're looking to rent from someone?
Yeah.
Something that's already set up.
Somewhere. Yeah. Just like, just go talk into the void for a little bit, come home.
Have a look for
dream.
Practice rooms.
Practice rooms that are in a void.
Well, like for the where bands go and practice.
Got to have a void.
There's tons of them about.
And they in the void. Yeah.
And they're insulated. They're quiet and spongy. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I could probably just add some After Effects. Just add a filter that puts you into the void. Why not?